On a bright afternoon, the tranquil streets of Bretton Woods, New Hampshire, were disrupted by an unexpected call to action for the Carroll Police Department. The call described an extraordinary scenario. A black bear, accompanied by her 4 young cubs, had ventured onto a busy road. Rather than just another fleeting glimpse of wildlife retreating into the forest, this situation was extraordinary because it involved a mother bear and her cubs in the midst of a bustling highway. Recognizing the gravity of the situation and the need for immediate intervention, the concerned caller provided the dispatcher with precise details, expressing deep apprehension for the safety of the bear and her vulnerable offspring. The dispatcher wasted no time and swiftly relayed this crucial information to Trooper Thomas Owens, who, with a sense of urgency and curiosity, hurried to the scene, uncertain of what awaited him. Little did he know that an incredible tale was unfolding right before his eyes. Upon his arrival, Owens emerged from his patrol car and surveyed the agitated bear family. The mother bear paced anxiously, her distress evident. However, as he scrutinized the scene more closely, a heavy sense of concern washed over him. It became clear that there was a problem. Among the cubs, one lagged behind, its steps sluggish and labored. It was struggling to keep pace with its siblings and mother, a clear indication that this cub was weak and in desperate need of assistance. Realizing that the safety of the bear family was of utmost importance, Owens swiftly took control of the scene, using his patrol car to block off the road and prevent any vehicles from approaching. The traffic began to build up as drivers patiently waited, understanding that something extraordinary was unfolding before their eyes. Word spread rapidly, and onlookers started to gather, drawn by the unusual sight of a bear family in the middle of the highway. As the mother bear grew increasingly concerned about her struggling cub, her maternal instincts kicked into overdrive. She nudged the cub gently, hoping to encourage it to resume walking. But the little one's exhaustion was evident. Desperate to assist her baby, she made several attempts to lift it in her mouth and carry it across the road. However, each try ended in failure as the cub proved too weak to hold on. The sight tugged at the heartstrings of both Trooper Owens and the growing crowd of onlookers. They watched with bated breath, empathizing with the mother bear's desperate attempts to help her little one. As the minutes ticked by, the mother bear's determination to guide her ailing cub wavered. After a few more minutes of trying and failing, she did something totally unexpected. She nudged the cub one last time, then turned away from it and reluctantly marched across the road to rejoin her remaining 3 little ones. With the mother bear leaving her struggling cub behind, a sense of concern and worry filled the air. Onlookers exchanged glances, unsure of what would happen next. The policeman, deeply moved by the mother bear's actions, felt a strong sense of responsibility to ensure the well-being of the abandoned cub. So he did something no one would expect from a simple man in front of a family of bears. The poor cub was now alone and vulnerable, needing immediate help. Without hesitation, Owens made a courageous choice to intervene, despite the potential dangers that lay ahead. Troopers like him were trained to handle wildlife encounters, but he also knew that the fierce protective instincts of mother bears could lead to a dangerous confrontation. He knew that any sudden or threatening movements could escalate the situation and put him in harm's way, especially if the mother bear noticed him approaching her vulnerable baby. And so, he dashed and grabbed the cub as fast as he could. With the tiny bear safely cradled in his arms, he wasted no time sprinting towards his patrol car, his heart pounding with a rush of adrenaline. Owens quickly reached his vehicle and gently placed the cub on the passenger seat. He made sure the bear was comfortable before securing it with a makeshift seatbelt, ensuring its safety during the journey. With the cub now under his protection, Owens made his way to the New Hampshire Fish and Game, an organization with the necessary expertise and resources to provide the care and rehabilitation the little bear desperately needed. Upon arrival, the cop handed over the cub to the waiting team of wildlife rehabilitators, veterinarians, and biologists. They assessed the cub's condition carefully, examining it for any injuries or signs of distress. The team commended the trooper's effort, and Owens felt a sense of relief to have been able to play a vital role in saving the cub. Now, the little bear was safe and in good hands, and he could close that chapter. Or so he thought. Contrary to his musings, it seemed like his experience with the bear family was not over yet. The next day, the police got wind of another black cub who was spotted by someone at the side of the road. Unknown to them, the bear had given birth to 5 cubs. This one had fallen behind earlier as it was even weaker than its sibling and couldn't keep up with the rest of its family. This information was astonishing in itself, as the average number of cubs a bear usually gives birth to is 3. Having 5 cubs at once was very rare, and the higher number could explain the weakness of the last 2. The news of another black bear cub in need of assistance reached the police, spreading a mix of surprise and concern among the officers. Still filled with the memories of the previous day's rescue, Owens understood the critical nature of the new report. He swiftly gathered the necessary equipment and headed to the location where the cub was last seen. Arriving at the scene, he assessed the surroundings, scanning the area for any signs of the cub or the rest of the bear family. With his trained eye, he spotted a small movement among the foliage nearby. As he cautiously approached, he realized the cub was indeed very weak and could not have kept up with its mother and siblings. Determined to help this little one as well, he approached it with the same care he had shown its sibling. He could see that the cub was exhausted and realized it needed immediate assistance to ensure its survival. Understanding the potential risks involved, he promptly contacted the wildlife authorities and informed them of the situation. Swiftly arriving at the scene, prepared to lend their expertise and support to aid the bear family, the team collaborated seamlessly with wildlife authorities. Together, they established a secure and controlled environment conducive to the cub's rescue. With a delicate touch and a compassionate heart, Trooper Owens gently cradled the feeble cub in his arms, while the wildlife authorities remained on standby, ready to address any potential challenges that might arise during a rescue. Once the cub was stabilized, the team transported it to the NHFG Rehab Center, where it would be joyously reunited with its sibling. Now, both cubs would have each other, no longer alone in their journey. In the end, everything worked out harmoniously for the bear family. The police and the New Hampshire Fish and Game's unwavering dedication ensured that the cubs received the care and support essential for their growth and the development of vital survival skills. Under the vigilant care of the rescue organization, the 2 ailing cubs were granted a second lease on life. They received specialized attention, guaranteeing their well-being and fostering their growth. Over time, they gradually reclaimed their strength and vitality, all thanks to the committed care provided by the wildlife professionals. Meanwhile, the mother bear was once again spotted with her 3 cubs. As the cubs matured and gained independence, the New Hampshire Fish and Game methodically assessed their readiness for release. When the moment was ripe, they made the decision to return the cubs to their natural habitat, allowing them to live life to the fullest in the wild. Trooper Owens made a solemn vow to keep a watchful eye on the nearby woods, ensuring the family's continued well-being and prosperity. In the eyes of the local community, he stood as a hero of remarkable courage and compassion. What do you think of this story? Let us know in the comments section. I hope you liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up and share it with your loved ones. Also subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.